Speaking on behalf of Cubs fans everywhere, how are you feeling
You
today?
have the podium.
Tired. It was
That's
that was a late
word
night.
is tired?
Absolutely.
Oh
There's
my
elation,
gosh,
and
there we
I think
go.
relief is a huge
Okay.
one.
Yes.
Yeah, having 1908 wiped off the board now, that's
We'll,
nice.
we'll go with that.
AJ, I've given it a lot of thought, and I do think that the prevailing feeling is tired.
I cannot believe that.
First word.
I'm disappointed, actually, that you're the first word that
Well,
came
have
up
you
with.
This
saw
means I
his-
was up late celebrating.
Yeah.
Halloween and scares go hand in hand, but this year, thanks to a nationwide trend of creepy clown sightings, people are a bit more on edge than normal. In some cases, the people dressed as clowns have been threatening others and arrests have been made. County officials in Kemper County, Missouri, outright banned clown costumes until after Halloween. So combine that with the general wariness that parents feel about letting their kids run around in the dark unsupervised, and it's no surprise that many families are seeking out other ways to keep up with Halloween traditions this year. KIMT News 3's Casey Wall shows us how some are giving safety some extra thought this spooky season. Abbott has been catching up with some of those benefiting from this too. He joins us live from Mason City with that story. Brian.
It sounds like Brian is away right now, but we're just an hour away from that first pitch. He is at Boulder Tap House, and he spoke with people about, how the industry prepares for the benefits of this merchandise and those sales.
I have a feeling what Brian's really doing is getting ready for the game. He's a pretty big Cubs fan.
And it's gone! In Mason City, Brian Tabbitt, KIMT News 3.
I'm thinking to change the difficulty settings on that for Brian. While most of us would consider one visit to the White House a once-in-a-lifetime experience, for a North Iowa superintendent, it's kind of getting to be a regular thing. Howard Winneshiek school leaders are headed to Washington again to discuss education strategies. That comes after White House visits in 2 prior years, discussing tech in the classroom and the changing techniques of education. This year, the focus is on how they are getting students college ready to ensure their success. Now, that covers much of Cerro Gordo County, including Mason City, Rockwell, and Lime Creek Township. Democratic incumbent Sharon Steckman is facing a challenge from Republican Barb Hovland. KIMT News 3's Brian Tabbick was at tonight's debate and joins us now from the newsroom.
I got candy in the bag.
Oh,
Well,
very cool.
That's the point.
Exactly. I'm sure those bags were filled. Well, now we have to show you this unique costume for a very special kid.
8-year-old Michael Young has spina bifida and is bound to a wheelchair, but that did not stop him from getting out this Halloween. Take a look. Michael's dad spent about 30 hours building an ice cream truck around his wheelchair. Now, closer to home, the town of Belmont is grieving Sergeant Beminio, as he does have close ties to North Iowa. Beminio has 3 children who attend the Belmont-Clemmy School District, and his father is the former police chief and current city council member in Belmont. Meanwhile, Daryl Baxter lives in neighboring Alexander, but says he has ties to the Biminios and says it will be difficult for the family to work through the tragedy, but they will have the support of the whole community. James Comey drops a bombshell, and when he originally had suggested that there be no prosecution of Hillary Clinton, Republicans had called him corrupt, and now we're seeing Democrats call him corrupt. So what is the true story here? Does this speak a little bit to the idea of early voting? I think there may be some people who would have already cast their ballots who may be saying, what did I do?
Really not terrible, this trick-or-treating night.
No, absolutely not. You don't have to have your costume be a snowmobiler to get through the night, because then you'd have to wear that jacket, of course.
It's always the worst.
That's the trick
Yeah.
there. Chief Meteorologist Tyler Roney is in the Storm Team 3 Forecast Center. I think a lot of us always hope for a nice, calm, not too windy and not too cold night on Halloween.
And Saturday as well.
All right, so when we come back for our 10 o'clock newscast, I want to see you dancing with that mummy.
I think we're going to have a dance-off.
I think that sounds fantastic.
We'll do it.
Were you the model for those dance moves?
I may have been.
Oh, wow. All right, now I'm intrigued, and you have to come back in 10 to see that.